Settle in. Come on, incubate. Incubate. Just wait for everyone to come back. Okay, so welcome to our practice today. We're going to be doing a practice that's all around our pelvis and exploring any stories, experiences, anything that our pelvis has been through, because our pelvis and our hips is a big area where we store emotions from past experiences, culture, religion, things we've been told, and it can really hold us back from really unlocking our fullest potential when it comes to our sexual well-being, even just our creativity. So let's get started just sitting on a mat in a really comfortable position. You can sit up on a bolster or a block if you want to. And just close your eyes down. And just start by taking a moment to really arrive here in the present moment. And we'll just start by doing a little scan, just bringing into awareness how your breath is right now without changing anything. Just observing where your breath is, quality of the breath. Is it deep or shallow? Does it feel tight or restrictive, or is it free flowing? Notice any thoughts on the surface of the mind. Remember, we just want to witness the thoughts with curiosity, without judgment, remembering that we aren't our thoughts. They're just being spat out by our mind. We're just taking a moment to witness what's there. Bring awareness into our physical body. Notice any areas of tension, any holding, or if our body's feeling open and relaxed. Now let's just start by taking 3 slow, deep breaths, just inhaling through the nose, fill the belly, fill the chest. Open your mouth and exhale the breath. Inhale in through the nose, fill the belly, fill the chest. We'll hold the breath here. Exhale completely. Feel your body grounding down into the support of the earth. Last time, inhale through the nose, fill the belly, fill the chest. Holding at the top of the breath. Exhale completely. Now let's bring our left hand onto our heart, right hand low into the belly, onto the pelvis. Just really sense and feel into that heart center. And take a moment to set an intention for our practice today. So in yoga, that's called a sankalpa. It might be around listening to the wisdom of our body and our pelvis. Or maybe it's an intention to connect with our bodies. Or to revere the sacred space of our pelvis. Just take a moment to offer an intention that feels right for you into the space. Keeping your hands on your heart and your belly. Let's just witness our breath. Notice the belly rise as we inhale. Notice the belly fall and soften as we exhale. Just gently start to shape your breath. So taking a deep breath in, slightly bigger than normal. Taking the breath all the way down into the pelvis. Notice the belly open. Exhale the breath completely. You may notice it takes longer than normal to completely empty your breath. Often we shallow breathe or we breath hold and we don't experience that full emptying of our breath, which really grounds us down. Sense and feel into that breathing. Inhale, deep, full, nourishing breath right down into the pelvis. Exhale and feel your body emptying and grounding down into the earth. Really allow your body to slow down and come into stillness. Maybe for the first time in a really long time. No need to rush, nowhere to be. Just honoring the sankalpa, or the intention that we have set for today. We're going to start with a really simple stretch for our vagus nerve. So our vagus nerve is really responsible for regulating our nervous system. So let's start by placing our left hand onto our right knee. We're going to twist around to the right. So remember, if you're watching, it's going to be the opposite because of the video. So just gentle twist around. Then we're going to look up towards the ceiling. So opening up through the front line of the body, the throat. I know this might feel weird, but now in this position, stick your tongue right out. Slowly come back to the starting position. Just take a moment in stillness to notice any subtle changes. So traditionally in yoga, we'd actually pause between every asana or every pose to notice any subtle shifts. Whereas now we usually save it for shavasana at the end. But we're going to do a much slower practice today. So let's turn in the opposite direction. Right hand is on the left knee. Left hand finds the ground behind you. Gentle twist. Just slowly looking up towards the roof, the sky, wherever you are. Feel the front line of your body open. And now just poking your tongue right out. And slowly coming back into center. Closing the eyes down, noticing any subtle shifts in the body, physically, energetically. And then just place the hands down on the knees. We're slowly going to circle our pelvis. So from this position, imagine you're sitting in a big hula hoop and we're going to touch every single part of that hula hoop. So start by shifting towards the left to begin with, bringing the chin forward as we come to the very front of that hoop and pulling that chin back and rounding through the back of the spine as we touch the back part of that ring. Inhale as we come to the front. Exhale as we move through the back of the hoop. So don't force anything, just allow your body, your pelvis to slowly start to open the more we move. And focus on taking that breath all the way down into the pelvis. Inhale towards the front, a really deep, nourishing, healing breath into the pelvis. Exhale and release as we move through the back. The more effortless you are, the more your body will free up and open. And just slowly allow your body to flow and be at ease, knowing that you're safe, completely safe in your body. If you want to close your eyes down, just experience that feeling of free movement. No need to rush, nowhere to be. It's really dropping into that feminine energy of flow, of receiving, of being, rather than doing. Let's take it back the other way, so moving towards the left. Just noticing if it feels different to move in the opposite direction. You might need to start with smaller circles. Allowing your body to open up. Notice any thoughts that might come up. Particularly any judgments of this is weird or my body is stiff and tight, it doesn't do that. Just witness any of those thoughts with curiosity. And just come back to the center again. Like you mute your microphone. And then just close your eyes down, notice how you feel. Notice if you feel any different to when you first arrived on the mat. It's amazing how quickly we can change our state just with a few simple movements and dropping into the present moment. Let's just take both legs out if you're seated. Just give the knees a little shake. Want to bring your hands by your side. Just let your toes drop from left to right, just getting that little bit of rotation through the hips. So we'll move into Janu Shirshasana. So bending up the left leg, right leg's coming out straight. And try to just stay present rather than thinking or anticipating where we're going to go. So just feel the subtleties of each movement and transitioning through different positions. So from here, let's take a nice deep inhale, reaching all the way up. On the exhale, we're going to slowly fold forward towards the foot, landing wherever feels comfortable for your body. If you can grab the foot, try to do that, even if it means you have to bend your knee right up, that's totally fine. And give your foot a little squeeze or a little massage. And then just slowly take your hands up to your calf muscles, just putting a bit of loving massage into your legs, all the way up to your thighs. Bring your hands onto your belly, and then inhale as we reach all the way up again. Exhale as we forward fold. We're going to repeat that again. So bending the knee if you need to grab your foot, a little bit of loving touch into the foot. Revering our bodies, little squeeze of the calf muscles, maybe a bit of loving touch around the knees, the thighs, the inner thighs. Bring your hands onto your belly and your pelvis. Inhale as we reach really tall. Exhale, floating forward. Just move in your own pace now. If there's somewhere you want to stop. Again, noticing any thoughts that arise. Really bringing connection into our physical bodies. Hands on the belly. Inhale, reaching tall. Notice any areas that your body automatically tenses up, maybe around the jaw. Think about widening the tongue. Soft belly, soft pelvic floor. And then next time you inhale and reach tall, we're going to exhale and come into a forward fold. And just wherever you land, if you've got your hands on your calf, if you can reach your foot, whatever feels good in your own body, just allow your head to drop. Give your head a little shake, no left to right. Just shaking out any tension. Soften the fingers, soften the elbows. Softness through the mind. And come back to that slow, deep breath we started with. Inhale, belly opens. Exhale, belly softens. Direct the breath all the way down into your pelvis. Exhale and release. Just noticing any areas of tension. Just taking our loving, nourishing breath there. Let's slowly roll back up. Just take a moment again to just sit. Notice any subtle shifts. And from here, let's straighten our left leg out. You can take your legs as wide as you want to. It's depending on your body shape, how comfortable you feel. Knees can be bent if you want to, or you can have little cushions under your thighs if you want to. We're going to slowly just walk our hands out. Might even be just here. It's completely fine. If you want to come down onto your elbows, you can do that. I can't do this, but if you can pancake completely down to the ground, you're welcome to. Something that's really lovely to do is to grab a bolster or a cushion, and you can collapse over your bolster. Slowly opening up through the inner thighs, opening up that pelvis, consciously allowing your belly to soften. So take whatever variation of that position that feels good for you. Focus remains on the breath, slow, deep inhales into the belly, right down into the pelvis, nourishing that part of our body. And letting that exhale completely go. You might even want to make some audible sound on the exhale. Often a humming sound is a beautiful way to again activate the vagus nerve and really regulate our nervous system. So if you feel like you want to be beautiful way to lengthen our breath. Just remembering if your mind starts to wander off on thought, slowly bring it back to following the flow of your breath. Remembering it's very normal for our mind to wander off. And the changes in our brain come every time we witness that and we bring our attention back. Slowly use our hands to walk back up. And again, let's just take a moment in stillness here. Eyes can be closed down. Just witnessing any changes. Are there any changes to your breath, your mood, the thoughts in your mind, energetic changes. We take these moments of stillness, we witness that constant fluctuation. Let's come onto the other side. We're going to tuck our right leg in this time, Dhanusha Shasana, into the other side. So when you feel ready, let's inhale, reach really tall. So lifting right up out of that dense part of our pelvis. We're going to exhale as we fall forward, knee can bend. And we're starting to put some loving touch into our body. So through the feet, into the calves, around the knees, inner thighs, low into the pelvis, maybe even your lower back. Inhale as we reach tall. Exhale, folding forward, sending loving kindness into our physical body. The physical body is constantly giving us messages, but we are often numb to it, we neglect it, we ignore it. Today we're going to really honor our physical body and everything it does for us, the messages it gives us. If there's anywhere you want to stop and spend some time, you can. This is your practice to take what you need from it. Let's do one more. Exhaling the breath completely. Without forcing, just slowly allowing our body to open up. Knowing that we're safe, we're in a safe space. And on your next inhale, reach tall. We'll exhale and we'll fold forward. It's wherever we land, we're going to come into stillness. Take a big breath in, exhale as you let go. You're welcome to even fold forward over a cushion or a bolster if that feels good for you. Coming back into those long, slow, deep breaths. Breathing deep into the pelvis. On the exhale, softening through the belly. Remembering at any time you can use that sighing out or that humming sound on the exhale to help bring your body into that beautiful regulated state. And slowly using your hands to walk yourself back up. And then from here, just take your hands behind you. Bend up both of your knees with your feet quite wide. I'm just going to let our knees just windshield wipe from left to right. Just allowing our lower back and our pelvis to rotate. However feels good for your body. Slow or fast, you decide. Listen into what your body needs, what it's telling you. Make it look however you want it to look. If you want to stop and have a little rock, you can. I think it feels quite nice to drop one knee in and just have little mini rocks in that position. But you do what feels good for your own pelvis. And then just slowly make your way down onto your back. And again, if it feels good for you, it's beautiful to have your hands onto your pelvis, onto your lower belly. You might even have your fingertips on your pubic bone and the heels of your hands on your hip bones. Thumbs in on the middle of the belly. Let's just come back to our breath. So inhaling, feeling the belly rise. Exhaling, feeling the belly soften, completely emptying the breath. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, feel your whole body grounding down into the support of the earth. On your next exhale, slowly tilt the hips back. And then on the inhale, let your lower back arch. Exhale, little tilt back. Inhale, little arch of the lower back, like you could place your hand underneath. Exhale, tilt back. So again, you can speed this up if you want to, or you can go really slow. Just experiment with your own body. What feels good today? What feels good right now in this moment? Maybe even just coming into stillness with the warmth of your hands on your belly is what you need. If it feels good, let's inhale. We'll roll all the way up into a bridge, opening those hips right up. On the exhale, let's roll vertebra by vertebra all the way down, just like you're imprinting your spine into the sand, one at a time. Inhale as you roll up, pressing through all four corners of the feet. Exhale, rolling vertebra by vertebra coming down. And you can either continue with that nice little flow, or you can bridge up, place your hands under the hips, and just hold that position. Opening the pelvis right up. Deep breath in, open the belly. Exhale, empty the breath. Just noticing how that feels. And remember in each position to listen in and honor your own body. If it doesn't feel good today, move out of that position and choose something that feels nourishing for your body. And wherever you are, let's slowly roll back down. We're going to meet in butterfly pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet come together. Just let the knees drop out to the side. If you want to, sometimes it's nice to have some support under the knees, so either a blanket or cushions or blocks, or you can let them just fall open. Let's have right hand on the belly, left hand on the heart. We're going to take about a minute or two here, just to listen into our bodies. So let's come back to inhaling, letting the belly rise. Taking that breath deep into our pelvis. Exhale the breath completely. Feel the belly soften under your hands. Feel your whole body fall with gravity, completely supported by the earth. Inhale. Really imagine that you're nourishing and healing every cell of your body all the way down deep into the pelvis. Exhaling anything that you no longer need. Any tension, pain, worry, negative thought. Inhaling that positive, nurturing energy. Exhaling and releasing. Just take another 30 seconds or so here. Feel the warmth of your hands on your heart and your belly. Start to bring into awareness feelings of love and gratitude and kindness. Your favorite person or favorite pet has just walked into the room. Bring that love and nurturance into your heart center. And with your breath, move it down into the pelvis, into the belly. Now just let the breath go. You might want to use your hands to gently bring the knees back into the midline. And we'll draw the knees into the chest for a little hug. You just draw the knees in. You can either stay in stillness or you can give your lower back a little massage on the ground by rolling from side to side or rolling into little circles. And then from here, we're going to move into a guided meditation around the pelvis. So I'll invite you to either stay lying onto your back with your hands on your belly and your heart, or you can sit up in a chair, or you can sit with your back against a wall. So whatever feels comfortable for you, just take a moment to get yourself set up. If you feel cool at all, you might want to throw a little blanket over you. Grab any cushions, bolsters, blankets, eye masks, anything you need to feel completely comfortable. And when you're ready, left hand over the heart center, right hand over the belly and pelvis. And just take a moment to revisit your intention. Maybe it's making time to connect with our bodies, taking time to honor the wisdom that our body gives us. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. In through the nose, fill the belly, fill the chest. Exhale the breath. Deep breath in, fill the belly, fill the chest. Exhale. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale the breath. Feel your body completely grounding down, supported by Mother Earth. And just continue to breathe deeply into your belly. Inhale, feel your belly open and expand. Exhale, feel your belly full and soften. Inhale, belly opens. Exhale, belly softens. As you inhale and your belly opens, sense and feel the pelvic floor muscles at the base of the pelvis open. On the exhale, feel them draw back in, belly softens. Now bring both of your hands to your belly or low into your pelvis. Continue to feel that rise and fall. Feel the warmth of the palms moving into your belly and pelvis. Be effortless with your breath. Rest in the knowledge that you are safe. You are protected. You are loved. We're going to take a journey together inside of your pelvis. Bring awareness to the center of your pelvis. Allow yourself to sense and feel into that space of your pelvis. Picture the inside of it like it's a room you're entering. Imagine that you're walking through the door of your pelvis. What does that door look like? Let's open the door of your pelvis. Take a walk inside. What does it look like? Is it light or dark? Is it bright or dull? Cold or warm? Is it like a dark cave, or is it open and breezy? Is it a friendly space? Or is it feeling sad? Is it angry? What colors do you see or sense? Walk around the space. What textures do you feel? Is it rough or smooth? Sharp, squishy? Are there pockets of tension or pain? Any ickiness? Or pockets of light? Bring awareness to your nostrils and sense, what do you smell here? Is it fragrant and fresh? Or is it odorous? What do you see? Rigid corners or smooth walls? Let's drop deeper now. Sit right in the middle of that space. Do you see any memories? Any ex-partners, medical procedures, operations, childbirth? Can you notice any emotions? Is there any shame or blame? Witness any emotion that arises without judgment, without becoming your emotions. Remembering you're not your thoughts. You're just the observer of what's in this space. We're observing with compassion and curiosity. What feelings enter your awareness as you sit in the center of your sacred pelvis? Maybe they're familiar feelings or they're unfamiliar feelings. Remember, you're safe. I'm here with you. This is your sacred place. And no matter what you experience or what you've been conditioned to believe, this is your space, your sacred space. Just listen and witness to whatever stories are here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale audibly. Deep breath in. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale. Now let's reclaim this sacred space. How would you like your pelvis to appear? How would you like to feel? How would you like it to look, to smell? Would you like it to look like a beautiful garden, a crystal cave, a warm cottage, breezy beach? Bring your left hand back up to your heart center, right hand on the belly. Check in with your heart center. How would you like this sacred pelvis to feel? Start to see it transform. She is alive. She's powerful. She is a creative source and a source of pleasure. Give her color. Maybe it's a golden light or a light pink, a deep purple. Feel it clear, soft, bright, smooth. Take up space in your sacred pelvis. Let's bring awareness back to our breath, and we're going to breathe in and fill our pelvis with color, healing energy, and nurturance. On the exhale, let's release any unwanted beliefs, stories, people, or experiences. Breathe in and sense every cell of this space nourished, cleansed, and with healing energy. Exhale any numbness, pain, negative thought, or disease. What else do you feel like you want to do in this space? You want to dance and sing and take up space? Offer areas of tension or pain, loving massage. Maybe light some cleansing white sage. Do you want to offer words of kindness, affirmations, appreciation, or love? As you continue to breathe in healing energy and breathe out what no longer serves you, sense that you are reclaiming this powerful space of yours that creates life, creates pleasure. Allow this to be a reclamation of your true self. Feel empowered and inspired by your sacred feminine space. As you continue to breathe deeply into your pelvis, feel your whole body become alive with color, alive with brightness and richness. Each time you inhale, feel this bright light, bright energy expanding beyond the boundaries of your skin. Sense and feel into this divine feminine energy, your whole vibrant body alive and pulsing with life. Sense and feel into this new vibration, this feeling that you can come back to anytime. Your sacred space. Now take a moment to repeat this power phrase. I hold the power. I love and respect myself unconditionally. I hold the power. I love and respect myself unconditionally. Notice how you feel. Allow this energy to touch every part of your life. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. In through your nose, fill your belly. Exhale. Deep breath in, fill your belly. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. When you feel ready, open your eyes and take this divine feminine energy with you throughout your day, remembering that you can come back to this feeling at any moment. Anyone capable of speaking? Would anybody like to share an experience? Did anyone fall asleep? I wondered, Benita. You don't have to. You don't have to share. The space is open if you would like to.
I'll share.
Please.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. All good. Okay. So I've had a little bit of cramping at the beginning of the class because I think I'm starting to experience a bit of PMS, and that was very helpful.
Oh.
It was very helpful. So thanks so much for that. And I just let my body go, just really tuned within, and just really felt like I feel like I've been a lot more in tune with my body these days, and I think it's also because I've done a bit of work on the pelvis myself, because I actually see I think I see a pelvic physio myself at in Melbourne, and she's been very helpful. My pelvis has been through a lot with illness, and it just gave me like I've been given exercises to do for her, and it's made me feel a lot stronger in my core and my body, and it's I've definitely noticed a difference. So yes.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
That's awesome, Sharon.
Thank you.
I'll share something little, well, not little, but I have these epiphanies when I'm with Paula, so I'm still kind of working this out because it's just come to me. I think I realized something that I probably, has been happening under the surface for a long time, and I think I just sort of figured out what's been going on. I had a couple of miscarriages a couple of years ago, and then was very lucky to have a beautiful baby boy, and I think I've almost just gone through that entire pregnancy just so stressed and almost trying to keep him on board, and as a result of kind of just had this tension and really tired and poor mobility. And I think it almost kind of like just giving myself permission to, okay, you've done your job now, you've had this beautiful baby boy, like you can relax now, it's all okay. Just let go. So yeah, a bit emotional.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
No, I had no idea that was going on.
Yeah. Wow, that's not small, Kaz.
No, I know.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not small.
I think it's still, I'm like, hang on, what's going on here? So yeah, sorry to get emotional. This is all just coming to me now. So yeah.
Please don't ever apologize for having emotions.
Yeah, sorry is not allowed in our group.
No.
Yeah, so much is held in our pelvis, so much, which can present as, tight hips or tight pelvic floor, but it's often, biopsychosocial. We know this, right? We physios particularly should know this.
Yes, right? I know.
Yeah,
I know. We're the worst patients, though.
Well, as I often say, I think Diane and I were talking about this recently. So, I think physio is almost at the worst at being connected to their own physical bodies. Terrible, because we're so physical focused in our training, unfortunately. Yeah. So, be interesting to see on a physical level now, because I've recorded this, so you could go back, you could go back to doing that a few times, and at some point I will actually get Libby, she doesn't know this, but to record that properly as a proper meditation. We just haven't done it yet. She's kind of growing a baby. So
I'll get onto it. Just not today.
Right, it's fine. It'd be interesting to see how your physical body goes now if you practice that a few times, if you feel like you release a lot of that tension around your pelvis.
And I guess I'll say, Paula, and Carolyn, it's really good because I'm physio too, like to hear you express that, because I guess we're not always in the situation to hear someone express that. And even what you've said then will just give me some enlightenment when I'm seeing people. But it's huge what personally you've just experienced, but on another level, there's, you know, awareness that, yeah, that I would use to sort of, you know, get that understanding further. I know Paula's probably got more because of her experience of where she works in the space with, you know, the kind of work she's doing. But what you said is huge. I mean, for you personally, but just is huge. Yeah. How old is your baby?
He's 15 months now. So
Oh.
yeah, I think, but I sort of, so he's my second. And I think comparing the two pregnancies, like the first one, I didn't have any trouble. And the second one, I just didn't relax the whole time, I think, because I was just like right up until even I think the morning that we had him, I wasn't, I'm like, you know, it still might go wrong.
Yeah.
So, which is not nice to be having this. So yeah, very appreciative now. But I think, you know, I've seen Paula sort of since, and yeah, I've got a very strong, tense pelvic floor that just needs to learn to relax. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, well, yeah.
Yeah, it's I've had a lot of these chats with Diane. It's interesting, as a physio who treats pelvic floor dysfunction, I've often said you can almost work out the emotional state of someone by assessing their pelvic floor. Because I will often say, oh, that's an angry pelvic floor, or that's that's an aggressive pelvic floor. And I know I'm very privy to know that. Most women wouldn't know that because they've not seen as many vaginas as I have. But it's, you just cannot separate the biopsychosocial. It's all intertwined. So just trying to down train pelvic floor as a physical structure doesn't work. You have to address the whole piece.
And that's where your like vagus nerve stretches and just things that affect our whole system, or those other, all the movements you incorporated in what you've done in the whole, well, it was, yeah, quite a long flow, obviously. Gives, yeah, there's a lot, obviously, you know, in that. But see, I can't even articulate what Paula's doing there. And
You don't have to, as long as it has the effect.
yeah, and because there's so many facets of it. But yeah, like the yeah, so I'm glad that you can experience that, Carolyn, and that you've shared it as well.
That's the beautiful part of these groups, when you can share. So we really appreciate when people do offer, because it's hard to share sometimes, but my gosh, it has such a big impact.
I think just because I'm still figuring, like, it's literally just I'm still trying to articulate. So it's kind of like, and being a bit of a control freak, I would usually prefer to sort something out in my own head before I share with some strangers who all seem very lovely, but
I'm so
but
proud
I don't
of you.
So
Great, there you go.
yeah. Yeah.
You can journal on that now. That'd be a nice thing.
Oh, I will be. Yeah,
just,
we're ready.
Just scribble. Yeah. Anyone else?
I'll share something a bit lighter. I think you're also the dog whisperer, because look what happened to you.
Oh, look. That's
it.
so cute. I can't even see his face.
I know, because he's all wound up in a little ball.
Oh my gosh. Peppy actually often lies next to me when I do yoga. Yeah, it's really cute.
And he was like a bit strange, and then he's literally in a ball between my legs. It was
You can
so,
feel
yeah. It was nice, yeah. It's nice that he's asleep.
Hello, Tash. Nice to see your face now.
Hello, yes, I've been here. I was just eating, so I didn't want to distract anyone.
Totally. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. This is the last time we'll see Livy's face on a workshop for a bit. Not too long, but
Well, maybe June. We'll see. Depends on the date in June.
yeah, maybe we'll do it towards the end. Then you can
Yeah.
just be on
I'll
the
pop on.
screen.
I'll be like, hello. Well, I mean, to be fair,
Out.
that's, yeah.
We'll
To be fair,
cleanse
that's what I
the
was
pelvis
today.
after the baby's born. We'll all clear it together.
Yeah, amazing.
But we'll just sit here thinking, oh, that's really cute, little baby, and like we won't pay attention to Paula. So
I know, yeah.
Yes.
I won't either. I'm so easily distracted. Perfect. All right. Yeah, so Sexual Wellness Month. We've actually already loaded the videos, actually, if anyone has noticed that. It's on the member vlog section of the dashboard. We've got one more to load, but there's 3 of them there. So if you want to jump ahead and watch them all, you're very welcome to. Yeah, but please feel free to send through any questions, because if you want us to talk about anything else specifically or answer any questions, or if you want to send me anonymous questions, if you don't want to put something out there, if you're worried, that's totally fine. I've pretty much heard everything in my 2 decades in a gynae clinic. Heard a lot of stuff. So nothing will shock me, or nothing I will judge. And everyone will want to know the answer. So, yeah. All right. Have a good day, everyone.